It is that time. It is that time. It is that time. Oh my goodness. I have not done a stream at all this week. That's wild. But if you don't know who I am, which I don't know why you don't know who I am, because I'm just that guy. Not really. But Tell the Truth is back in the building. Got another stream for you today. It is Thursday, August 17th, 2023. Live coming from you from somewhere. Where? I don't know. Didn't ask. But what's going on, folks? I see I got some people on the TikTok. How y'all doing over there? If y'all would like to, y'all can join me over here on the YouTube. The link is in my bio. If you just click on my page there, come subscribe. I am 2 away from 200. That'd be dope. Maybe I can, if I can be consistent for the rest of the summer, maybe I can get over 300 by the time we get to Labor Day. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. A little tired, but I'm always tired, so that's nothing new to me, honestly. 757 VA. Let me go ahead and change the background real quick. What are we gonna talk about first? First things first, let me go ahead and pay my respects. I know former Seahawk running back Alex Collins unfortunately passed away this week. I believe it was due to a motorcycle accident. That is so great for you. I'm so happy for you. But rest in peace to Alex Collins. Was an absolute dog on the field. Played for the Seahawks, the Ravens, and I think he was in the USFL just this past season. Can't remember the team he played for. Only 20 years old, man. So that is horrible news because I think he was still active playing football. So rest in peace to him. A lot of guys have lost their lives to just motor accidents, whether it was Dwayne Haskins last year getting ran over, this year with him. I do believe that Ryan Mallett passed away. I think he drowned. And it was weird because there was a picture that came out with both of them on the Ravens. And it just simply was like, dang, the Ravens have lost 4 players in the last 2 years. They had both Mallett and Alex Collins. Then last year they had, I think it was a linebacker. And then I can't remember the dude's name, but he played defensive tackle back when they won their first Super Bowl. Pretty big dude. So it's been a rough go for Ravens fans, Ravens Nation. So my prayers go out to the Ravens fans, the Ravens Nation, all that good stuff. But I think I got all of the bad news out of the way. If I haven't, just let me know. Prayers go out to everyone in Maui. I haven't been paying much attention, but I've seen a lot of videos and it has not been good whatsoever. I really want to sit down and actually understand what's going on before I really speak on everything that's going on with that, before I come and give my own commentary on it, because I'm not the type of person that comes out here and just throws out hot takes, especially when there is tragedy coming on, because then those hot takes will come out and then I will look stupid. And honestly, the thing I don't want to do is come up here on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, where else am I live, right? Twitter. And sometimes I'll be on Facebook and just come out here and speak out hot takes when no complete information is given out. At least I can keep my own opinions to myself, and then maybe those opinions will come out to be either true or false down the line. So with that being said, I want to start off with this whole thing here about this blind man getting kicked out of the gym because he was accused of staring at a woman. And it's hilarious. For those who don't know, I am constantly in the gym. How you doing? Just went the day before I went to practice. I do plan to go tomorrow. Tomorrow is leg day. Never skip that. But there are women there, clearly. And a lot of times these women do look really, really good. If you ever want to go find some fine women, go to the gym. However, looking at women to the point where they feel uncomfortable can be a little weird. However, when it comes to a situation where this man cannot really control the fact that he's blind, this is where we start to have a problem. So let's go ahead and read this little article here and see what's going on. All right. Oh, that's a nice little doggy. Yeah, you people on TikTok right now, you're missing the beautiful picture of a dog. while I struggle to why is there advertisement with Snoop Dogg? All right. Gym, a place where people come to improve their physical well-being, can sometimes be a settling unfortunate misunderstanding. Toby Anderson, a 21-year-old Bond psychology and counseling student, recently shared his mortifying experience of being kicked out of a gym for staring at a woman despite his visual impairment. Come on. Let us delve into this incident and shed light into the importance of understanding and inclusivity. Here's that word again, and gotta be inclusive. All right. During a workout session, Toby Addison, who shares his life as a blind person on TikTok at Blind Tobes, BLINDTOBES, y'all should go follow him if y'all want to, found himself in an uncomfortable situation. Unaware of his gaze due to his visual impairment, he unintentionally attracted the attention of a woman who felt uneasy by his staring. Perplexed, Addison clarified that he was blind, but his explanation fell on deaf ears. So you saying she's deaf? He said, oh, he has a podcast. So he said on this podcast, obviously, I don't really know where I'm looking at half the time. I was just staring right ahead, and unfortunately, there was a woman doing some exercises. Addison added, I didn't know she was talking to me at first because I wasn't doing anything wrong. She said something along the lines of, why do you keep staring at me? Stop. Don't be so creepy. He concluded, I didn't really know where I'm looking at a lot of times unless I am talking to someone, like I know that I'm talking to you, so I'm trying to look in your direction. It's so sad that some women feel uncomfortable or anxious within the gym because of a small percentage of people who have acted inappropriately. It is also really sad that awareness around disabilities just isn't good enough at the minute. And when you mix the two together, you make situations like I described way more likely to occur. The incident highlights the existence of a culture that aims to expose and confront creeps. However, it also emphasizes the importance of raising awareness about disabilities and prompting understanding in such environments in gym etiquette. Addison's inability to control his gaze does not make him a threat or a creep. It underscores the need for education and empathy, ensuring that everyone feels safe and included in the community. Power of compassion and dialogue. While Addison acknowledges the discomfort the woman experienced, he wished that she showed more understanding toward his situation. These should be spaces where people feel empowered, supported, and free from judgment. By fostering open conversations and compassionate interactions, we can bridge the gap between different experiences and promote inclusivity. So it's just going on and on about the whole situation. So this didn't even give the full story because he even said where somebody that was working at the gym came to him and said, hey, we've gotten note that you are staring at this woman and she's feeling uncomfortable. He then gave his card proving that he is legally blind. So then he was kicked out. So my thing is this. When someone tells you that they're legally blind and then they provide you the proof of them being legally blind, that should end the whole situation. And at that point, you should not be bothered by the fact that he's inadvertently looking in your direction. What's going on? So what can we do? Because we've seen multiple videos where there are people that go into the gym basically looking for trouble. You've seen the cases of women going there and basically putting their tripod in the area and then they're doing their workouts and they're wearing clothes that are form-fitting, which you are well within your right to wear when you go to the gym. But at the same time, there are people who are going to look because they like what they see. The thing comes into where you are looking and then staring. Now there are videos where I've seen where they caught them looking for a split second and then it's like, oh, this creep here, and they're using these videos to try to expose people, and that's corny. That's very very corny, especially when your main focus in the gym should be to go and basically work out. Somebody is in my chat. Let me see what's going on here. What's going on? I done lost my dog on train of thought. And then you seen there have been creepy women is also going to the gym. I've seen videos where women have basically tried to do squats and then accidentally find themselves squatting on the man's face. And I'm like, you do realize that person could sue you for SA or whatever you want to say. So going to the gym should be a situation where you feel comfortable. I record myself when I do my workouts, but when I do it, I try to do it to a point where I don't walk around with a tripod. I just have my phone and my water bottle, and I kind of leave my phone in my water bottle. And from there, then I can go ahead and record what I need to record. I do a lot of posting on TikTok and all my other forms of social media, just for myself to really track my progress in my weight loss journey as I try to get back to the weight where I felt the happiest, which was around the 215, 205 area. And going from there, then I would do that myself. Now, if somebody's watching me, honestly, I don't care. I've looked around and I've seen people laughing. I was like, were they laughing at me or not? I don't know. I don't care. I'm just here. I'm here for myself. And I think that is something that people need to really take on. That is the attitude people need to take on as they go to the gym. Because who knows, maybe that person likes you and just doesn't know how to approach you in that situation because they don't want to come off as somebody that's trying to come in the middle of what your goals are as you are in the gym. Other than that, man, I don't know what else to say about it. But let's move on to this next thing. And this is the one that I really wanted to make a video on, but I just didn't really have the time to do it. Maybe I will put some pieces out of this and I'll try to make something out of it tomorrow. And we'll see where it goes from there. So I don't know if y'all know, there was this situation that was on TikTok. I believe it was on TikTok. I found it on Twitter. But there was another incident at Target, and this time it had nothing to do with conservatives and their boycott of the LGBTQ and all the clothing stuff they had. But this here is this black woman brought her group of friends, and they planned to do a flash mob in Target. And she shouldn't have been there in the first place. And then the employee threatened to call the police, and then she called her racist and all this other stuff. And now she's getting dogged out on Twitter because ain't no way you're sitting here trying to call these people racist when all they're doing is trying to do their job when you were the one that was in the wrong. So let's go ahead and read what the New York Post had to say about it. Dang, they call her a wannabe pop star. That's crazy. A wannabe pop star is receiving backlash online after she labeled a Target employee as a racist for calling the police on her flash mob, then showed up uninvited to a store, began filming a dance video. Baby Storm, an internet personality who released a song titled "The City Is a Graveyard." That song made me feel like I was at a graveyard. Posted on videos on YouTube and X, which for those who don't know, X is the new name of Twitter now. I know some of y'all don't want to call it that. I know, shout out to Leon, but he doesn't like the name, but it's X now. Cry about it. Racist. So on YouTube, entitled Racist Target Employee Calls the Police on Us for Dancing. In the video, Baby Storm, who lists Los Angeles as her hometown on social media, and about a dozen other people dressed in goth-inspired costumes began a slow dance as they walked through an aisle at the Target, whose exact location could not be determined. As a large group of mostly women dance to the song, a store employee is seen blocking the camera's view in an apparent attempt to stop the spectacle. "We're going to have to call the cops on you guys," the employee is heard saying. The video then cuts to the store employee telling the group that they were posing a safety hazard, prompting cries of protest from the dancers. I think I'm going to be able to play this video, and We'll just go ahead from there. Play. My computer does not want to hear this trash, and I partially don't blame them. All right, moving on because I ain't got time for that. So hey, if we all just start multiple people record, they can't block everyone. One of the dancers commented. The participants then resume their song, dancing through the aisle with a security agent in a yellow jacket follows along with his back turned towards the camera. More than a dozen people showed up uninvited to the target and began filming the dance video, prompting security to call the police. YouTube, baby. Okay. The event was organized by Baby Storm, an internet personality and would-be pop star. At one point, they formed a large circle and hold hands while Baby Storm struts through the middle. Towards the end of the clip, the large group is seen leaving the store. I was so excited for us to film a quick flash mob of Target, Baby Storm wrote in the description of the YouTube video of the incident that she posted on Sunday. But before we even walked through the door, the employee called the police on us for being on the property. At first, he said we couldn't film, she wrote. A Target employee seen above told the group that he would call the police. The security agent told the group that filming in the video in the store was a safety hazard. But when we stopped filming, he still continued to kick us out, saying that we were a safety violation and the police were on the way. So we made the most of what we could. Baby Storm added, I couldn't even remember the dance I came up with. This moment for me was one that I really could not describe, she wrote. I tried to keep it together, but all that I could focus on was the beautiful brown faces I was able to bring together. Let me move my face real quick because look. Nobody cares. I just want to go ahead and put it out there that nobody cares about how many beautiful brown faces you bring to this doggone Target when you showed up to it unannounced and you shouldn't have been in there in the first place. When they told you to leave because you didn't cross your eyes and dot your eyes across your T's. What am I talking about? Whatever. But you didn't dot your eyes across your T's, and now you're the one that's in the wrong, and you're trying to cry racism. You look stupid right now. You could have went in and said, hey, this is what I want to do. You get out of here with all this spamming. This is what I want to do, and this is the plan. This is the amount of people I want to bring in. Is this okay with you? Yes, no, cool. We're doing here at this specific time to make sure that you guys know what's going on, that you can direct traffic around our video. You didn't do this. Now you were being threatened to have the police called against you, and now you're crying racism when you were the one that did it. You're the one that was in the wrong in the first place. Racism is a real situation in this country, and we've seen it on multiple occasions. But when we use situations that have nothing to do with racism, we have idiots that will basically be the butt of everybody's jokes because they'll cry racism to a situation that had nothing to do with race in the first place. Now she's trying to use this. I felt sad because all I could think about was these beautiful black faces, and I couldn't remember the dance moves because you should have did what you were supposed to do in the first place. I don't feel sorry for you whatsoever. I don't feel sorry for you. And that's probably going to be a thing I'm going to say a lot because at this point, my feeling sorry for people that do stupid things are out the window. I got me worked up. Golly gee Whitakers. Let me move back and let's go ahead and finish this installment article. Even after security asked the group to stop, they continued singing and dancing, which is a problem. That we're able to stand in solidarity today. This is everything I stand for, she wrote. But reaction on social media was scathing. this is one of the first reaction we're gonna read. Girl, I like your music, but as someone who works in retail, if you're showing up during the final minutes of closing time, we have to quickly get people out the store so we can get everything in order within those final minutes, wrote a commenter on YouTube. Now, for me, I just want to say, I didn't work retail, but I did work in a restaurant. And I do know that they want you out at a certain time. So getting people out as quick as possible, and then you're walking in trying to film this video for your song that probably is not even good in the first place, does not help the people that are trying to do their job, and then you're trying to throw the race card at them. Which, honestly, can we just be real and say, calling people racist has lost its luster. At this point, people just get called racist because they disagree with you, and I hate for that to be the case, because then what happens is you guys are throwing this term woke when you're not even woke in the first place, which I need, again, you Republicans to stop using, because you guys don't know how to use the term, because now you're making dumb people think they're woke and they're not. Moving on. Also, I don't know much about flash mobs, but I did take minor course in audio and film, and you do need permission forms to be able to film because you're on their property. So, once again, you do need to have permission from the store to have these things happen. She did not have permission from the store. So, again, this employee was well within his rights to call the police after saying that you guys got to go because you can't be here doing this. You're on private property. If they don't want you on their property, they can kick you off. And you could be white, black, purple, yellow, orange, blue, pink. I don't care. They're within the right. Moving on, Baby Storm, who has tens of thousands of followers on social media, was slammed for calling employee racist. I wouldn't call this racist because they're only trying to do their jobs, right? Another commenter wrote, "It's not racist to call the police for you getting your people's way in the store. So obvious you want publicity from this. Duh. It's not cool to invade workplaces and make employees' lives harder than they need to be," another commenter added. Dog, can we just go ahead and sit here and talk about that for a second? Because a lot of y'all don't understand how hard y'all make people's jobs just by being yourself and being stupid sometimes. I did 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 6 years working in a restaurant, and the amount of people that I've come across that have made what I did a lot more difficult than it had to be, and I just had to sit there and put a smile on my face. Dog, it gets annoying a lot. And then you have people here that tries to use this whole thing and throw these buzzwords at you like it's supposed to mean something now in 2023. No, it's not. It's not going to mean anything. This woman was very, very dumb in this situation. I need people to understand that and try to be better and don't be this stupid, because Lord have mercy. The West is falling. The post has sought comment from Baby Storm and Target, so obviously there was no comment there. I did see that she got into it with what's Andrew's brother's name? Andrew Tate's brother. So she got to a back and forth thing with Andrew Tate's brother, basically saying that, hey, you're doing all this talking while you were literally in an investigation yourself or human trafficking. So really, the Tate brothers should shut up too, because y'all have no room to talk, especially with everything going on with y'all. But for me, I have no investigations, and there should be nothing that needs to be investigating me in the first place. Please, 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 if you are a person that wants to make a video, and who is this calling me no neck? Who are you? Who are you talking about no neck when I got all this neck right here? It's just being hidden in the hoodie. Shut up. But when you go to these stores and you have a plan to go and do flash mobs or want to make music videos, I saw the You still looking? Who are you? Thank you. Go subscribe to my YouTube. Y'all got me lost. But I know what's that group, the Hello Christ about to sing again? No, I'm pretty sure when they do these things, they make sure they go and say, "Hey, I'm filming this." I know rappers that have filmed their music videos in like 7-Elevens and other corner stores. I'm pretty sure they say, "Hey, this is what we got going on." It could be like 2 or 3 of us popping in recording. Always make sure you cover that. That way, nobody can say, "Well, you shouldn't have been here." You can say, "Well, this was taken care of." If you cover yourself and make sure you were doing what you're supposed to do, none of this will ever happen again. Speaking of 7-Eleven, I have a Slurpee. I haven't had a Slurpee in like 5 years. It really feels like I haven't had one in 5 years. But I can live without having the brain freeze. So you enjoy your Slurpee because I don't want no parts of that anymore. The brain freeze was just too much for me. No, I don't want one. I don't want a Slurpee whatsoever. No, you can have it. I want no parts. Is my music still playing? Golly. I've been talking over music this whole time over the stream. That's crazy. Good thing I had no intention of clipping anything that I just talked about. I'll probably make a separate video about the about this Target situation tomorrow. Peace, love, Pop-Tarts. Do I really want to talk about this whole thing about Michael Oher? So basically, the Michael Oher situation is that now he has always said that he did not like the movie because it portrayed him as somebody that didn't know anything about football. I read somewhere that he was at the private school even before meeting the Tui family. And now it's come out that he's saying that the Tui family basically tricked him into thinking that a conservatorship was the same thing as a adoption because he couldn't get adopted as a 18-year-old already being legally an adult in America. I'm eating chips while watching your streams. They're chill for real. I appreciate that. So now he's basically suing them because he's claiming that they made money off of his name, making millions, and he didn't see any of it. They're saying that he got his share. They didn't get that much money in the first place. No, not that he got a share, but they offered his share. He denied it. So that sounds a little suspect already, just coming from my point of view. So it's definitely going to be something that I'm going to pay attention to see what really is the truth about it. So honestly, I'm not going to touch it too much. I do want to get to this though. So my TikTok people, y'all know about the whole NPC streams going on right now. Everybody has been doing it. The thanks for the glizzy, blah blah blah. First of all, before I even get to her, can we stop with these NPC streams now? Because it has gotten to the point where it is utterly ridiculous. I've seen where we've had people go out here and do it in front of a cotton field. Why? And the most egregious of all the ones I've seen is the people that are doing the thanks for the glizzy, and either they're eating a glizzy or they're performing a act that is 18 plus or 21 plus in other areas. And honestly, y'all gotta stop it. It's gotten to the point now where it's annoying. It's not funny anymore. I'm happy that I have not seen them as much on my For You page, but I do know that there are people that are out here still doing it, and I need y'all to stop. Now that I got that out the way, let's go ahead and talk about Pinky Doll. Y'all know Pinky Doll. Ice cream so good. Gang, 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 gang. So, for those who do not know, Pinky Doll is not just a NPC live girl on TikTok. I don't know if this is something that she still does or was doing at first, but she was also an exclusive content creator. And if you don't know what that means, two letters OF. So when it comes to having these exclusive content sites, it could be OF. There are other ones out there. The more famous you get, the more likely it is that somebody's going to purchase your stuff and leak it. For those who don't know, I'm a wrestling fan. I have the perfect example of this right now. For there was this wrestler by the name of Andy Rose. At the time, she was the NXT Women's Champion. I believe she had it for around a year, probably more than that. A few weeks before her release, there were some videos and pictures that were leaked from her exclusive site. And a lot of these pictures were very racy, and then there were pictures that were showing uh, private parts, whether it be up top or down low. They were private parts being shown in these pictures, headlights, and all of the sorts. So what happened was they made her drop the title, and then within 24 hours, it was announced that she had been released from her contract with WWE. Why? Because WWE is a family friendly company. They really do a lot of their advertisement and target audience are children. So when you are a company that does this, and then you are working with Mattel, who makes toys, and Mattel makes toys for children, it becomes a conflict of interest, because now Mattel is saying, look, we're trying to do this and advertise to children, but you have this wrestler here that is providing exclusive content showing everything practically, and they were not for it, so they had to handle this in the way they did. Now, Mandy Rose is not the only one that has had their exclusive content leaked. You can find it on just about any woman or man who has a exclusive page and have enough of a following for people to care. Whether it be rappers or just IG models, you can find it anywhere and at any place, even on X or Twitter. So Pinky Doll, I guess, did not understand any of this coming up. And so now she has been quite upset about the fact that people have found her information, and her, well, not her information, but her videos that she put out on the internet. Again, if it's on the internet, it's going to be there forever. No matter how much you try to remove anything, your content will live forever. This is why I rarely delete things, because I, one, don't say these things to the point where I'm like, I've said a few things that I've deleted, but I've had posts that people are like, you should delete those. Like, no. So let's see what she has to say regarding everything going on, and then we'll make our commentary. All right, here we go. Yeah, you were just playing the whole time while you were muted, so don't play this game with me. Watch when watch. Why is it as soon as I unmute it, then you want to act like you want to? Once I mute you, you're gonna play. Y'all watch this. Watch this. It's playing, but then I turn the volume up, and then it wants to act stupid. Let's do this real quick. How y'all feel about the new rebranding of Twitter? Now it's called X. The bird is gone. Now it's just an X. I've seen a lot of jokes about that because it's so similar to a few websites that you children should not go on. Maybe if I put it over here. Oh, what the heck? I hate when I do this. Oh, let me try something real quick. I have a solution. Unfortunately, what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to see the clip, but at least you'll be able to hear it. That way, we can at least get a understanding of what her issue is. Let me just hit the like button, and that way I can find it easier. Because when I tried to find it earlier, it was a struggle because all I could find just typing in Pinky Doll was her leaks. I'm like, dude, I do not care about that. I just want to get down to the content of what we're talking about here. So that way, once I actually am ready to stream, I can do it. But clearly, I can't do that because this computer is being absolutely stupid right now. But it's okay. I have solutions for that. Let me go to my likes real quick. All right, here we go.
Pinky Doll. So I went to Google. I put Pinky Doll naked, and I click on pictures. And there's a lot of page. You keep swiping and swiping and swiping.
So,
it don't
I'm gonna
stop.
try to-
It don't stop. And I still.
Shut up. All right, so basically what's going on here, I'm gonna try to help people that probably are trying to understand what she's saying here. So she searched her name up on Google and used the word naked and to basically describe the what she was looking for, and she found a lot of pages that were basically leaking her content from her page, and she's trying to figure out why that is the case. So let's continue.
On this website, how dare you? You gonna let other people put my face, my body out here?
First of all, take it up. You're not the only one that has your face up there, bro. What's going on? You're not the only one that has their content that is leaked all over social media. You are just one of the very, very many people that have had their stuff put up there, whether it be Reddit or any other site that posts leaked pictures and videos of these content creators that do exclusive content.
Stop like that. How dare you? We talk asking an ID. Where's the ID terms? Tell me.
So now she's asking for ID, and if you guys don't know, I listen to the thing where we have this thing now where certain sites are basically by law are supposed to basically verify your age, and a lot of it has to do with getting your ID. I do believe that within the next 10, 15 years, that might be a norm, especially with the way things have been going on these sites. So just be on the lookout for that.
What's up? I'm gonna tell you something today. I'm gonna sue all of you. All of you are gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue you. Y'all wanna play with me? You allow the people post Pinky Doll? Really?
Now, the thing is, she is I probably have to do that, but she is well within her rights to sue because that is her content, and basically what these people have done is illegal. So that is something that I would like to at least say to people: make sure that you are not going out here and leaking people's content without their permission, because then yes, if it is found that you did it, they can sue you. And I do believe it is a civil case, but they probably sue you for quite a bit of money, and a lot of y'all probably can afford it. To be honest with you.
you're about to get paid. Well, guess what? I'm about to get all that money. All that money.
Now, this is the second, or I believe at least the second video that she's made about the situation where she has been upset that her videos have been leaked on the internet. The first one I saw, I definitely did a stitch to it on TikTok, and she was crying about how her child would end up seeing these things. Let's keep it above. When you have a child and you make the conscious decision to still go out and do this content, you have to be with the understanding that your child is going to eventually find out. Especially when you get to a certain age where kids explore things and they stumble on this certain content, and then let it be that your child's friends find out that, oh, your mom does all these things. Yeah, the word's going to get out. We had a teacher that I still believe is a false accusation against him, but it was a rumor out that he did movies, and I'm not talking movies that you see in the movie theater. I don't believe it was true, but it was a rumor going around about it. This is how things happen. Rumors spread around like wildfire. So for you, and I've seen it on multiple occasions. We've seen it with Sukiyana, who said that she has no shame about the content that's put out when it came down to her, and that disgusting video that resurfaced on Twitter about a month or so ago. See, with so many other people, there's an NFL player whose baby mama is a content creator. They have a child. That child is going to have to look at the fact that kids are going to know, oh, your mom is such and such. Well, I saw this picture of your mom and blah blah blah. So again, the actions that you make on the internet are never going to leave. So be careful about what you do up here. Yes, I understand during the pandemic, people weren't working and people wanted to make money as much as they probably could. So I agree with mom. She does. I don't. But I understand it's really funny that people were trying to find ways to make money the best way they could, because a lot of businesses were shut down. People decided to use the easiest method. A woman knew that news were going to spend as much money as possible, especially once those studies came out for their content. So people made bank off of it. The issue is how many of these women thought about the long-term effects of the decision. So now a lot of these women have children, and then these children are going to go to school with kids who children are new. I don't know if y'all realize this. I knew it growing up, but working in a middle school, children are mean. No matter how many anti-bullying campaigns you can throw out there, children are, and let's just go out and be how it is. And look, I support all the anti-bullying campaigns, but at the end of the day, children are mean. So no matter what you do, somebody's going to find it, and then there's going to be a situation where you're just oh, not my friends know. And I really feel for the children in this situation. Do I feel bad for Pinky Doll? No, I don't. I really do. Because at the end of the day, you made a decision. You are a grown woman. You should know at this point now, if you are above the age of 20, you should know that when you put things on the internet, it doesn't go away. Especially when you see so many people go out of their way to expose people for racist comments they made 10 years ago, homophobic or whatever kind of phobia, all the comments that are made. Josh Allen, when he got drafted, they researched the tweets that he used in invertible. People have those lies out here in this internet, and you cannot control that. You want to say internet needs to be better. They're not going to be better. Stop holding the expectations of these people. These people don't touch grass. When people don't touch grass, this is what happens. Did I just say how do you? So my biggest suggestion to anybody that has even had that idea, you are going to, they're probably going to regret, because you might end up getting, and maybe she didn't ever think she would get as famous as she is now because of the whole NPC live thing. That really she is the face of. Now, when anybody talks about NPC lives, first thing you probably think of is, ice cream so good. Thanks for the heart, baby. I love you, and all this other stuff that she says. Now she's dealing with the ramifications of being famous and having this content, and it's not looking good for her, and she doesn't like it. That's life. That it is what it is, and I can't feel but so sorry for you when you are a grown woman making these decisions. Hi, Mr. Pierce. Who's Mr. Pierce? That's crazy. Mr. Pierce better though. I did not have anything else, man. That's crazy. And I would react to a video, but this doggone computer's being stupid. That's crazy. Oh, Oprah tried to film the wildfire in Maui, got turned away. Why are you trying? See, that's another thing that I have a problem with. What is the issue with us trying to film everything? Everything does not need to be filmed. I think I talked about it last stream where the guy came out and was filming this homeless woman that was dealing with some mental issues, and his caption was, "I told my daughter we couldn't help this woman and explain to her." So you record her in one of the worst states of her life. Does that make you feel good to record somebody who is mentally struggling? What do we get out of recording things instead of helping? And then to make it even worse, we record ourselves helping. Like, you want a cookie? You're being a good person for the camera. Wow. Golf clap. What are you doing off the camera? What are you doing off the camera, though? Talking bad about the same people that you tried to help, trying to make yourself look good? It's a lot of things I do that doesn't get recorded. Honestly, I just don't care to record it, or I just suck at recording things. Maybe that's my problem. But for Oprah to go down there and try to record this tragedy is insane. But I'm not surprised with Oprah. I really am not surprised that she would think that this would be a good idea to do. It's just sad, man. It's just sad. Let's find a video that I want to react to. Let me get back to my page. Tomorrow I am actually going to be recording a podcast with Duke Loves Wrestling and myself, Isaac. Will not be live streaming it. We're going to straight up go into a record and then post it later on. Hopefully, I can get that posted on Sunday. I think I have that ready for it on Sunday. So that is something that I absolutely intend to do. Trump has what, 5 indictments now? That's crazy. I'm gonna just with that whole situation. I'm gonna just let it play because honestly, I don't know this movie. Larry Elder went on the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. Y'all, every single time they bring conservatives up there, they get destroyed. 4 years ago, they brought Angela Stanton King up there. She dog walked them. They brought Vivek Ramaswamy up there, and I don't really like Vivek Ramaswamy. Dog walked them. Larry Elder have no idea about dude. Straight dog walked them. Then again, they did. But that's besides the point. Maybe the Breakfast Club just does not need to do political interviews anymore because they just make themselves look stupid. And it's a good thing that I don't. Ooh, let's look at this information about Jackson Mahomes. Let's do that. Let's see what's going on with Jackson Mahomes. Because evidently he's in some deep trouble. Let's do this. Oh yeah, right. I'm not going to be able to because my computer's being stupid. Let's try this. Maybe I have to. Maybe I have somebody's house. Maybe that's maybe that's the problem. Let's see. I have good teachers. Do you? I don't know where I'm at yet. That's the crazy part. I'll find that out not next week with Catherine. But you'll see me around. That is it. That's a guarantee. You know, maybe I do it again like this. Y'all don't need to see the video, do y'all? No? Cool. Imagine. What were we imagining? Here we go.
So at this point, it's been around 2.5 months since I last provided you guys with the Jackson Mahomes update. Last time we talked, Jackson had been bailed out of jail courtesy of the Patrick Mahomes scholarship.
You know, if you was a real black dude, they would arrest you a long time ago.
Yo, that's crazy. If you were a real black dude, they would arrest you. Like, the man is clearly black, but okay. I do. So, hey, don't be hating me.
Seriousness, I'm sure this has been a very dramatic time for the Mahomes gang, as Jackson has continued to tarnish the family name. I recently watched that new quarterback show, where of course seeing as he won the Super Bowl
Well, look at it this way. At least you don't have to see him obnoxiously dancing at all the games.
last year, Patrick Mahomes is essentially the star between himself, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. A lot of the show as it pertains to Patrick shows off the bond between him and his family, and especially his wife Brittany. I know we have been critical
Even though she's annoying.
of her actions in the past, but Mahomes has made it very clear that he would not
Hey, what you're not about to do is come here and disrespect the doggone Seahawks. Especially when you got your name as mine.
the man he is today without her, and I think the show did a good job of shining a nice light on that. One thing that was not included in the series, though, was any sort of screen time for Jackson. He might have been in the background of a few shots, like this one, where right after Patrick won the damn Super Bowl, he comes in with his phone trying to siphon clout off the
Oh, that's Billy that be in my comment section like that? Billy! What's good, Billy?
instead of just being proud of his brother. And other than that, it was a whole lot of him just on his phone in the background. Pretty much everyone else in the Mahomes family got interviews, or even just a decent amount of screen time, but not Jackson. And I'm sure
Didn't ask.
due to the nature of the charges he is currently facing after his night in that Kansas City restaurant, where he tried to pressure the former stepmom of his best friend, who owns said restaurant, to kiss him and do God knows what. Coming on
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
unwarranted when they were all alone, and alluding to the idea that if she scratched his back, he would scratch hers, in the form of TikTok clout for her business. Yes, I'm serious, that was the alleged proposition. And now we have a major update surrounding the situation and this woman's business. And it's really about the aftermath that this restaurant has faced following this now very public potential court case. Aspen's Restaurant and Lounge, the Kansas City area restaurant where Jackson Mahomes is accused of shoving a waiter and forcibly kissing the owner, is closing just 5 months after this election.
Yo, terrible. Stop it. First of all, who is your team? And don't come over here and say something like the Cardinals or something like the Commanders. I can't figure out what team I want to be named. Imagine.
Incident. Mahomes, the brother of Kansas City Chiefs quarterback star Patrick Mahomes, was arrested in May on 3 counts of aggravated battery and also a 4th count of battery. An incident captured on surveillance. He was seen grabbing Aspen Vaughn by the neck and kissing her for several seconds after he reportedly asked to speak with her about allegedly shoving
Whoa, he did
He was seen
what?
grabbing Aspen Vaughn by the neck and kissing her for several seconds.
Throw this man in jail. Throw away the key. What would that thought? What would that thought? You just told me your team's the Bengals, and then you meant Buffalo. How do you get confused with the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals? Make it make sense.
after he reportedly asked to speak with her about allegedly shoving a 19-year-old waiter. If you guys remember, they had shut down the restaurant for Jackson and his best friends along with their posse. It's rumored there might have been some alcohol involved. He went up to some sort of office with her to have this.
More than likely, there was alcohol involved. And again, a lot of these issues come down to the abuse of alcohol. Stop drinking, guys.
And that's when Jackson went into demon mode. An administrative employee told the Star on Tuesday that the location of the restaurant is now available for lease. In the time since Mahomes was charged, Vaughn has claimed that her restaurant saw a 75% drop in business and that she now feels unsafe. I feel like definitely, since it's occurred, my safety is definitely at risk. I'm feeling attacked by people I've never met. Why do victims not come forward? It's because this is how they get treated. And while at the time this is all my speculation, we all know that the Mahomes pretty much have an empire to protect at this point. And so to me, it really wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility that they might essentially try and strong-arm this woman into forgetting about this case in its totality. She told Fox.
Now, here's my thing. Why is this a situation that the entire Mahomes family has to shoulder? Jackson is a grown man. Jackson can shoulder his own crimes and his own punishment. It should not have. And this has been my whole issue with the coverage of anything Jackson Mahomes does. It always reflects on Patrick. When Patrick is like one of the more reserved guys out there, yeah, when he's out there in the field, he does do his little show off thing, and I support that. But what happens between Jackson and his life has nothing to do with Patrick. And I hate that media has always thrown this thing where they have to let you know, oh, this is Patrick Mahomes' brother. Or like the whole situation with Aqib Talib's brother. You could have just said, this guy, somebody Talib, is going to jail. We didn't need to know that was Aqib Talib's brother. We didn't need to know that it's Patrick Mahomes' brother.
July that she regrets the police involvement. The article notes that court documents say the father of the waiter originally called the police, and the matter reportedly became more serious when Vaughn was interviewed. And these are the things that she's been saying that people have been doing to their restaurants. I guess it's like a form of intimidation. We've had gas pipes cut, we've had the AC pipes cut from the outside. You name it, it's pretty much happened. It's unclear if Vaughn has taken any additional action over these alleged attacks on her restaurants. When asked if she would have called the police herself that evening, she said she wouldn't have and that the situation was blown out of proportion. Jennifer Thomas, the restaurant manager that evening, also said she didn't think it was necessary. And I do have to disagree with them there. I mean, if Jackson is so power hungry that he's willing to do this type of thing, come on to someone's stepmom that's his best friend. I mean, at that point, is he not a danger to the general public? I mean, I understand that she might regret all this fallout, but this is important for the public to know because this guy does have quite a bit of influence, being that he's in proximation with his brother. Now, Mahomes' attorney Davies has maintained that his client did nothing wrong after the arrest and claimed to have unearthed exonerating evidence over the claims. Our investigation has revealed substantial evidence refuting the claims of Jackson's accuser, including the statements of several witnesses. I mean, they did catch him in 4K being an absolute fiend. We've reached out to law enforcement to provide the fruit of our investigation so that they may have a complete picture of the matter. So they're saying there's more to the story. Really just sounds like lawyer talk to me. I'm guessing that everyone involved might be praying for a settlement at this point. And in doing research for this video, I found some very interesting information from the court hearing back from 2.5 months ago when the judge was trying to decide which witnesses in this case, aka Jackson's friends, he was going to be allowed to talk to. And keep in mind, the witness they're talking about right here is the former stepdaughter of this restaurant owner.
Judge, yes, this is the one witness that we do object to the defendant having contact to. This witness is the defendant's conduit to the victim in counts 1 through 3. It's the entire reason he knows her is because of his association with Anna Robb, who is the victim's former stepdaughter. But it's more than that because the victim raised her since she was 15 months old. That's a mother figure, de facto mother figure for her. We have a problem with the defendant having that close of a contact to somebody who's that closely related to the victim. I don't know what the status of her relationship is right now with the victim, Ms. Robb's relationship. I should be specific.
All right, wrap it up.
However, there was, at least on the night in question, already an attempt by somebody in his camp, not him, not the defendant, to influence witnesses. So I have serious concerns that will happen in this case. I don't think he should be having contact with Anna Robb. She is one of the state's main witnesses.
So what the lady is saying right there is that immediately once this incident had occurred on that night, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people involved with this family at this point, a lot of different lawyers, and I think the whole camp was probably freaking out. There was already some attempt to likely bury this story and to strong-arm witnesses into Jackson Mahomes' favor. At least that's what I'm getting out of what she said. And that's extra interesting to me considering all these different things that have allegedly been happening at her restaurant to drive down her business, and it's what I would describe as scare tactics.
I guess I don't quite understand the state's.
So are they saying that the entire Mahomes family is basically trying to intimidate her into saying that she was not assaulted?
This person is tangentially related to the alleged victim, and Ms. Robb is Mr. Mahomes' best friend. She has talked with him before this incident, talks with him after this incident, and if there was some sort of, I think the state's implying that Mr. Mahomes would somehow collude with Ms. Robb to influence the witness, the alleged victim, and I don't see any basis for that at all.
Now, in the end, the judge decided that would be the one witness that Jackson Mahomes was not allowed to talk to until this court case was over. And that's telling me that there is some sort of fear that there might be some collusion going on between the two. Maybe some, hey, we'll slide you a cool $1 million under the table, and you tell a whole bunch of lies about what happened that night. And keep in mind, guys, this is all my own speculation. But we're going to see what happens and if this case actually is going to go to trial. All in all, it did seem like the stepmom was trying to do something nice. She was trying to invite, her stepdaughter and her friends into her place of business. And it seems like at this point, it's likely completely ruined her life. And she's in a place where I genuinely believe that she's a little bit scared. Either way, y'all let me know what you guys.
All right. So that's the update as 10 days ago regarding Jackson Mahomes and his allegations that spread back, I think, to somewhere around the Super Bowl time. Honestly, the further away from being in the limelight at games, the better, I think. Because dude's just flat out annoying. That's just my honest opinion about it. I think that's all I got today, dog. I probably will do another stream Sunday night. I think I want to do another one Sunday night. I want to get back to reacting to band videos. I know I missed a few mass band videos. March Madness season is about to kick off. Saturday, I'm actually going to Norfolk State for Family Friends Day. I'm going to go see my band, the Spartan Legion, Behold the Green and Gold. Class 2012 is myself. Going to go see my peoples. So there's that. I see a lot of people talking about this situation with the power lifter that's a trans woman. I'm not going to touch that. I just feel like if I touch it, then that's going to open up a can of worms, and I ain't trying to touch. I ain't trying to mess with it. Maybe I'll do a wrestling stream next week, Sunday, and do just talk about some of the stuff going on with wrestling, because I know a lot of conversations going on with the situation of Lacey Evans now being a free agent, letting her contract expire, the possibility of people saying that Edge could possibly show up at AEW All In, with this being his last match on his contract tomorrow against Sheamus. So it's a lot going on there. Get some more takes on what I think is going to go on. I know NXT has a show coming up. WWE has their show coming up, and then AEW has All In and All Out within a 7-day period. So it's a lot going on. So definitely want to talk about all of that and get my takes on it. Other than that, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace, love, Pop Tarts. Always remember to drink your water. See y'all on Sunday.